If you are seeing this video, that means you want to master the piano and you are looking for the how. Every single method works, but what is the fastest path? So I get asked this question a lot by my students. If you had to start learning the piano all over again, what would your exact roadmap look like? And the reason why I'm the best person to answer this question is I have made every single mistake you can think of for 2 decades, so you don't have to. I have come up with an answer that focuses on not just the what, but also the why and the how of what my exact roadmap will look like if I were to start playing the piano from scratch, level 0. You know me already, so you should have an idea that all I'll be sharing will be centered around building a strong foundation and then applying it to the music you actually love. And to the newcomers, grab a pen and a book, because you will learn a lot. Most people skip this, but it is the single most important step I take my students through here at the Controller Master Key. If you don't know why you are sitting down at the piano, every skill, every exercise, every tutorial will eventually feel like a burden. And that's why most beginners quit after a few weeks. They didn't anchor their practice to something bigger than just learning the piano. So here's what I would do if I were to start learning from scratch. Ask yourself, what kind of piano actually moves me? Is it the way the R&B ballads make you want to close your eyes and sing along? So tell me, when Alicia Keys says, some people want, but I don't want nothing at all. Or is it a drama of classical music, like a film score? Woo! Or maybe that Afrobeat chord that instantly brings life to the room. When you connect learning to the emotion behind the music you love, practice stops feeling like homework. It becomes fuel, and everybody has a why. Define your dream scenario. Now close your eyes. Picture it. What's the exact moment you want the piano to give you? Bringing joy to the faces of the people you love the most, your friends and family. Or writing your own music so that others can sing along too. Do you want to be on the big screens, my friend? Once you were very, very young, you were chasing a dream so bold you could see yourself on big screens. Or jamming with friends in church or in a band. Now, pick the image that works for you. That image is your North Star. Every hard day of practice makes sense when you remember what you are really working hard towards. Make it personal, not generic. The problem with random tutorials is that they assume everyone's goal is the same, but your why is unique. Someone else might dream of becoming a jazz improviser. Yours might be simply to play one beautiful song without hesitation. Both are valid. Now listen, your path needs to reflect your why, not someone else's. Use your why as motivation insurance. Now here's the truth. Frustration will come. You'll hit walls, feel like quitting, and wonder if you are cut out for this. When that happens, your why is what pulls you through and reminds you, I'm not learning the piano because I have to. I am learning the piano because I want to experience that feeling I dreamed of. The next thing I'll do is that I'll zoom out and look at the big building blocks of music. In my mind, there are 3 main pillars. Rhythm. This is the heartbeat of music. It's about how sound and silences are organized in time. Melody. This is the tune, the sequence of notes that we often hum or sing along to. Harmony. This is about how different notes come together creating chords and progressions that add depth and emotion to the music. We are going to learn how these three work together. Think of them as the main ingredients in any musical recipe. I'll zoom out and look at the essential tools I would need to understand the principles of playing the piano. Now, let's zoom out and look at the essential tools you need to understand those macro principles on the piano. Rhythm, notes values. I'd learn about different types of notes, whole notes, half notes, quarter notes, and how long each one lasts. Now, this is crucial for understanding time. So if I'm to go into further details what a semibreve, minim, crochet, quaver means, I'm not going to go too deep. I'm just going to go surface level to understand them to be able to aid in my exercises. That is one of the most important aspects of music. Without rhythm, there's no music. Simple time signatures. I'll explore the most basic time signatures like the 4/4, which is the most common. That particular one you are going to hear in a lot of songs. Now I move a little to the 3/4, 6/8, 2/4 to understand how beats are grouped together. Melody, major and minor scales. Next, I'll do a deep dive into learning my major and minor scales. These are fundamental families of notes that most melodies are built on. I'll focus on learning how to play and understand patterns of major and minor scales. For example, in the major scale, we have a formula which is the root, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. I have a video on that which I'll place right here. Harmony. Major, minor, diminished, and augmented chords. These are the basic building blocks of harmony. Now we are getting into the juicy parts here. How they are constructed on the piano and how to play them in their root positions and inversions. Then I'll try as much as possible not to bother myself about how overwhelming all these strange terms sound to me. Why? Because I would be breaking them down into easy to understand chunks. Now this is where we come full circle back to our step 1. Discovering your why. Applying theory to your interest is where the magic happens. Once I've had a basic grasp of rhythm, melody, and harmony, and I can play simple scales and chords, it's an indication that it is time to start applying this knowledge to the music I love. One thing I'll consider greatly is whether I have the musical ear or not. If I do, great. If I don't, well, I would watch this video of this distinguished gentleman explaining to me how I can get it. You should too. Choose simple songs. I would start with easy versions of songs I enjoy and look for tutorials that focus on basic chords and melodies, because I would be breaking them down into easy to understand chunks. Identify the elements. I would also challenge myself to identify the rhythm, melody, and harmony in these songs. Asking myself questions like, what kind of chords are being used? What scales might the melody be based on? Experiment. I cannot overstress the importance of this. Don't be afraid to play around. I'll try using chords I've learned to accompany simple melodies, and then see if I can pick out the main melody of any simple song by ear. Learning the piano is a journey, not a race. The key is to practice consistently, even if it's just for 15 to 20 minutes a day. Set realistic goals. I'll try not to learn everything at once. I see a lot of comments from frustrated piano learners talking about how they have so much to learn but don't know where to start from. The answer is, and will always be, simple. Focus on mastering one concept at a time before moving on to the next. Listen actively. I'll pay close attention to the music I'm learning and the music I enjoy, because the more you listen, the better your musical ear will become. Lastly, a bonus tip to all my new players. Have fun. Learning should be enjoyable. Make sure you are playing music that you love and celebrate your progress along the way. So there you have it, guys. my if I had to start again philosophy. The reason I'll follow this roadmap is because it focuses on understanding the underlying principles of music. Instead of mesmerizing yourself with songs or patterns, or even just overloading your brain with theories, you are learning the language of music itself in a practical way. This gives you the flexibility to learn any genre and eventually write your own music. So that's my exact roadmap if I had to start all over again. It's all about building a strong foundation based on foundational principles and then applying that knowledge to the music that truly inspires you. So guys, if you've gotten some insight from any part of what I shared, don't be stingy. Share this video to that friend who wants to start learning the piano or even any other musical instrument from scratch again. And until then, be creative.